Hello everyone, I am Abhishek and today we are going to solve generate parenthesis problem. So what's the problem says? Like here we are just given an int number, like any integer number we are given, positive integer number, and we need to generate different possible combinations of like parenthesis. Like for suppose like 1 is given, then for 1 we will be having only one combination, that is this. And if 2 is given, we can have our combination like first is this, then we can also have a combination like this, like 2 open bracket 2 close bracket, and any other combinations. First is this, second is this. Can we have any other combination? No. So here, from here we are confirmed that we have to make one open bracket first, and uh, like proceeding to the open bracket we will have our close bracket. So every time the open bracket will comes first, after that the close bracket. And what else can we do? Okay. So for sure that we have to keep track of how many open bracket are there and how many close brackets are there. That is the first thing. Okay, let's note it down. uh, Count for open and closed bracket. The next thing, how we can generate it. We can have two functions, and also these are all strings, so I need a string parameter where I can have my string of different parentheses, and I need to backtrack also. I need to add some string to it, and when I come back from the function I need to come back from it, so I need the backtracking. I will explain it to you all while writing the solution. For now, just listen it like how I am thinking it for for the approach to the solution. That's it. Let's see how it goes. So, for the first thing is I need to have a vector of string as answer. And I want to have my helper function where I will pass my n, and I need to pass here how many open bracket are there, how many close bracket are there, and my answer, and one string, and just I need to return my answer here. And here I don't need to return anything here. I will have my int, I will have my count open as CO, and I will have my count closed as CC, and the answer will be the vector of string where we need to add all our answer. I need to pass it as a reference, and I can also pass the n as a reference, and then my string s. Here I need to check that my count of open, should be less than equal to 1. So if 0 I have passed, then it will go for the 0, 1 and 2. So if 3 is there, then it will go for 0, 1, 2. So I should make it 1, 1 so that I will make it equal to n. Then one more thing I need to check is I need to check for count closed is less than equal to n. Or okay, no, we need to check here. We need to check that if previously open is any open bracket is there or not. So if any open bracket is there, then only we are like adding the close bracket. And here I will have my closed bracket open bracket number 2 plus 1, and closed bracket number will be same as this. String answer will be same, and s plus I am opening the bracket here. Sorry, I'm opening the bracket, so I will pass this. Then the same thing I will pass it here as a closed bracket. Here I am not incrementing the open bracket, as I am not adding any open bracket, I am adding the closed bracket. So I will increase the count of closed bracket, and at the answer we will have that if whenever the closed bracket number becomes n, I need to add my string to the answer, s to the answer, and from there I will have to return. Any other case? Okay, we are calculating also string parameter I have taken, and backtracking also we are doing. We don't need to explicitly write anything here because we are passing the string here like this. We are not adding it in the same function, so we don't need to delete it. I'm doing it. This is done. This will be +1, and this will take care of less than n. This will take care of less than the open bracket. So how many open bracket will be there? That much close bracket I can make. Let's run it and see if it is working or not. If it didn't work, we will do our debugging. Okay, didn't work at all. We are pushing our answer here. We have vector of string we are passing it, and then int reference of n. So from 1 we are doing it. Count of open, count of closed. Count of closed is less than equal to count of open, and count of open is less than equal to. Whenever it will go to the open bracket, so open bracket, let's have some debugging here, like open bracket, anything we are generating or not. First of all, count as, like, are we adding any string? There is no output generated here. Array, sorry. Whenever this becomes equals to n, every time it will pass, right? If I'm doing here the condition itself, I made it wrong. So if I am doing here the count bracket is less than n, always I'm passing 1, so always it will be less than n only, and it will give give the wrong answer. So let's do it right now. Okay, so few answers are wrong. Calculating the open, again generated, not from here. I want to generate it from here. Three are open but two are closed. Three are open, two are closed, and here also two are open, two are closed. This is also the wrong answer. Every answer is wrong. All the answers generated are wrong. I'm calculating count plus 1. Here I'm calculating the count plus 1 if I'm adding the string. Whenever I'm adding one string, I'm increasing it by 1. If one string I am adding, if one string I am adding, then I am increasing it by 1. Some numbering mistake I would have done, like C0 is less than n, open bracket is less than n. So if I'm passing here 1, so if I'm adding some number I will go to 2, if I'm adding some number I will go to 3. So I need to start it from 0. I need to start from 0 and let's see if it is giving the correct answer. Then also there are like so many things are generated. One is added, then 1 plus 1 will be done. 2 is added, then plus 2 will be done. 1 is added, I will get 1 open. 2 things are added, I will get 2 open. 3 things are added, I will get 3 open here. Okay, got it. So what I was doing is open less than equals to n. So what it is happening is if 3 is added, then I am calling for fourth one also, which I should not supposed to call the fourth one. So here also I am making the same mistake. So I need to make it less than instead of less than equals to. So now I got my answer correct, and let's see if it is working for all the test cases are working or not. Let's see it. Yeah, all test cases worked. So here what I have done is let me explain you from the starting whatever is done. Here we are given to generate the parentheses, like total number of parentheses we can have is we need to make it total to, if 3 is given then we have to make 3 parentheses total. which includes open and close brackets both, and we have to return a valid parenthesis, not anything like you have seen like earlier we have generated like 3 open and 2 closed, not like that is also invalid. So to generate the valid one, just I have made one extra functions where I am checking the conditions if I have made total open bracket, total number of open bracket to n or not. N is our integer up to which we can make our we need to make the open bracket and close bracket. So here just I was here I am just with the condition I am just checking if the open bracket calculated has less than n or not. If it is less than n, then I am calculating for the next functions by adding a open bracket to it. And here I am checking, here we know that in the starting I have told that we need to check that before uh, putting a close bracket, we need to check that if there is any open bracket or not. So for that I am just putting one open bracket here, and here we can have like c of 0 equal to n also, like we can have this condition and then count of open equal to n, but it's not required because at the end we are putting the close bracket only and we need to check the close bracket number only. So here I'm doing the same, and that's it for the solution. Thanks for watching. And if wait a minute, if we can do from n minus 1 or not, if I am passing, if I pass the n, if I don't pass it, if I pass the n here, n will be total number of open bracket and close bracket, and if I pass it like this, pass the n, then if I pass the n, I have to check for condition if it came to 0, after that which I don't need to add any extra open or close bracket. Here I am also checking for 0. Here I will check that if it is greater than 0, if it is greater than 0, and whenever I will add, I will just make one less. So let me think if I haven't made any mistake for the numbering thing. So whenever n will be passed, so n is passed, after that it will check that n is greater than 0 or not. So for n equal to 3, it will check yes, n is greater than 0, 3. So I will minus 1 by adding one more, and then the next step will be we will have c of 0 as 2, so I will add minus 1. Then the next will be c of 0 is 1, so minus 1 will make it 0, and yeah, it will work. I don't need to pass the n here, and rest all the things are same. Still it gave the wrong answer. I am sure I have done some mistakes. Okay, again c of 0, so we need to calculate that it should be the closed one should be called after the open one is called. So whenever open one is there, so how can I check this condition for open one? I am telling this thing because in the interview the interviewer might ask you to write this solution from n to 0. So from 0 to n, one solution from n to 0, even if like chances are less, but they might ask you. So c0 is there. What condition we can put here? Let me just make it to 0 so that I can write it more properly. Here C of 0, whenever count will reach, so we need the n ultimately here. So if I make it n here, C of 0, this thing I don't want. So whenever C of 0 is greater than 0, so C of 0 is decreasing from 3 to 1 and 0. So C of 0 will be 3 to 1, then it will come to 0, and in 0 there will be no extra function will be called. And here I can have the condition that C of the closed bracket, whenever the closed bracket will be greater than the open bracket. So whenever the closed bracket will be greater than open bracket, for suppose like if 2 for 2 came and C is 3, so we can go to the one more step. So this will work for sure. Yeah, that's it, and thanks for watching my video.